I thought I had finally found the leather for the Rosalie. After weeks of research, I bought genuine calfskin and started building what I hoped would be my first luxury handbag. But the more I sewed, the more I realized something wasn't right. The leather was beautiful, but it was too stiff. It was difficult to turn, difficult to shape, and every step felt like I was fighting the material instead of creating with it. I finished the prototype, but deep down, I already knew this wasn't the leather. So after the second prototype, I knew one thing. I had to start over. So I headed to my local leather supplier, hoping I could find something that felt closer to the vision I had for the Rosalie. I wasn't looking for a specific tannery or even a specific country. I was just simply looking for the leather that felt right. The moment I picked up this hide, I knew it was different. It was softer, more flexible, and it reminded me of everything I loved about my very first prototype. So I bought it, I took it home, and then I became curious. Where did this leather actually come from? And the answer surprised me. The question led me nearly 6,000 miles away to Turkey, more specifically to Corlu, where I discovered the story behind the leather I'd chosen. Icon Leather is a family-owned tannery that has spent decades refining the art of transforming raw hides into beautifully finished leather. Learning where the material came from gave me an even greater appreciation for the craftsmanship that began long before I ever made the first stitch. And this is where the decision led me. This is the third Rosalie prototype. It still needs the final details, the gold grommets, the serial number, hot stamp, and the luxury packaging. But for the first time, it finally feels like the Rosalie. The moment I started working with this leather, I could feel the difference. It was softer, more forgiving, and much easier to shape than the calfskin I used in the previous prototype. Instead of fighting the material, it felt like the leather was working with me finally. It still had enough structure to hold its shape, but it moved the way I wanted it to. That made every step of the build feel more natural. One of my favorite things about this leather is the finish. It has a subtle sheen that catches the light without being overly glossy. To me, it feels elegant and understated. Exactly the direction I want the Rosalie to go. The front pocket was one detail I knew I wanted to keep. It adds function without taking away from the clean design, and I think it's become one of my favorite features of the bag. Other than changing the leather, the construction stayed almost exactly the same. That was important because it confirmed something I've been hoping for all along. The design wasn't the problem. The material was. Sometimes a single decision changes everything. In this case, changing the leather transformed the entire experience of building the Rosalie. A few days after finishing the third prototype, I took the Rosalie with me on a walk through the park with my daughter Soleil. That's when I noticed something I haven't seen before, a stone monument with one number carved into it, and that number was 1938. Looking at these three bags side by side, I can see every lesson I've learned over the past few weeks. Prototype 1 taught me where to begin. Prototype 2 taught me what wasn't working. And Prototype 3 finally feels like the Rosalie. The Rosalie is named after my mom, and 1938 is the year she was born. Seeing that monument while carrying the bag felt like one of those unexpected moments I'll never forget.
I haven't been thinking about you, even when I should.